This episode was sponsored by Critical Dice and the Endless Bag of Dice.
Welcome to the CompenDM, a resource designed to help you spend less time learning D&D and more time actually playing. On that same note, another question that somebody had, or another problem that somebody had, is taking notes during the game. And I am terrible at this. I want to be so good at this, and I am terrible. I have great intentions at the beginning of every game to take awesome notes, so when we pick up the next week, I can seamlessly Matt Mercer my way into the previously on, and right. I fail every time. And so what do you guys do to kind of remember what's happening in your campaigns or keep things flowing really well without having to ask your players, so wait, what did we do last week?
Something about a door and a mimic, and oh wait, I wasn't supposed to say that. And
oh no, that's tonight. Oops.
Yeah.
So personally, I keep a World Anvil log, so I'll go back and write a recap of everything that we did. And for me, it's also as much for my enjoyment. But I guess where it really came from is as a kid growing up, we had all these memories and all these stories and all these plot hooks. And I wish we would have documented them better. And so now when I play with my crew, we had Jason down here in Florida a few months back, and I wrote a recap for the session. And, years from now, we can reminisce on that. I can read through and remember Birch Wayfield, the halfling barbarian that was part of the crew.
So much fun, yeah. One of the things that I do, because taking notes is hard for me, is, and this is really simple, but honestly, take your phone out. And on my iPhone, I just have the memo app, and I hit record, then put it on airplane mode, and I just lay it on the table. And I, depending on where you are, what state, that could be illegal if you don't tell your players. So, but if you're worried about them taking offense to that or whatever, it's just hey, so what this is for, so I can during the week or the day before the next session, go back and listen to it and remember how I pronounce that guy's name and remember where we left off. And also you get a sense of the tone of it because you can hear the silence at the table or them getting rowdy at the tavern or whatever it is. And then also if you have a player who missed that session, guess what? You can just send them the file and they can listen to hear what happened and they're back on the same page. And the quality is actually decent. I mean, it's not podcast quality, but I still have recordings of games I did a year ago before the dark times that I go back and listen to just for fun because I'm just, having a nostalgia quake and enjoying hearing, them defeat the drow inside the extinct caldera of the volcano, and so it's a really, really easy way, especially if writing and note-taking doesn't come easy to you.
Thank you guys so much for joining us this week on the CompenDM, where we are talking about all things D&D, helping you spend less time learning and more time actually playing. This episode was sponsored by the Critical Dice and the Endless Bag of Dice, where you can get a new set of dice delivered to your door every single month for as little as $6.99. Click on the link in the show notes to learn more. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed listening in this week so that you know every time we push out a new video. And also leave a comment below if you learned something new in this episode that you didn't know before. Thank you so much for listening in. We'll see you guys next time.